Welcome back to a cold, dark night here at my place. The salvia floating on top of the water here is still really, really pretty with the little droplets of water on there. In the morning, those will all be frozen little ice cubes looking like diamonds. Now, it's in the 20s all this week. The nights are cold. You see my breath here? Can you? There's my breath. Yeah, little helper's tank. I forgot to drain this, so this is fixing to go over here. I don't think we're going to see any more tadpoles this year. We're going to have to wait till spring. You know, this is a pleasant surprise right here. Not this particular batch right here. This is some of the lilies that, or irises, that Arkansas woodcutter shared with me back earlier in the spring. Nature is still taking care of this stump for me, turning it into some excellent fungal activity and nice soil within a couple of years. Got my little wild garlic, the daylilies that Jason Avers sent me. They're doing great. This is all down in just broken up wood with just a tiny bit of soil, and they're still doing fine. And that is what just caught my eye. I thought I had lost all the elephant garlic that Arkansas woodcutter sent me this spring, but there's one right there coming up, looking like it's doing good, even in the cold weather that we had. Now my comfrey over here, it looks like it's trying to hug the ground in every way possible. It is flat as a pancake. I think it's still pretty. Not everything is going according to plan, though. But this is definitely a nice surprise to see my elephant garlic there. I've known that the lilies were fine, but it's the first time I've noticed the garlic. It's actually a member of the leek family, right? More breath. Now, Wilson's hanging tough out here. I don't like him being out here in this cold, but he's like, come on, man, I'm good. Not worried about this cold, but I want to put him up. I want to put him up and put him in the car tonight. All right, we got Wilson in the car tonight. And I think that's a little too much, but it's okay. I'm just going to do that. I hate thinking of being out there in the cold again. I thought I had him in here. Now, a lot of the stuff that I have here, or let me rephrase that, a lot of the stuff that I had here are of a tropical nature. I've lost a lot of that. These little sweet potatoes, some of them are looking a little rough. Some of them, they got burned. All right. I came out it was about 1 o'clock this morning, and let the car run, cranked up the car and let it run for about 30 minutes and got the car nice and warm. And that didn't do the trick. Okay. So now I've got some Yacon that suffered here strongly. Thought that'd be okay. That was my foolish mistake. And again, more damage to another sweet potato that's kind of rare. And my Egyptian spinach did not fare well at all. This is stuff that really likes hot weather. It's tropical. And this plant right here, this pot, I had this and many other pots inside me in my tiny little RV for one winter, actually 2 winters for some of these things. Kept it in there warm, slept beside them. Yeah, this year, this dang year, right? I think this will still be okay. It looks rough right now. All the pretty green got froze off of it last night. But I believe that the plant itself is still good to go down there in the soil. So I will wind up bringing this in tonight and letting it hang out with me again. It's a mess, y'all. Now, there's something else I've got. And when I looked at it earlier, it was fine. So let's look at that. All right. Look at there. Now that's a bunch of crones that I have there. Lots of crones in this little pot. The peppers, the 2 pepper plants that I had in here, they took some damage to the leaves. And that's even though I cranked the car up, right? Yeah, this year has not been a terrible year for everybody. This year has offered blessings and it's offered lessons to most people. And I don't think it's through giving. I think that our immediate future still got a whole lot of lessons to give, right? But some of the blessings that you can learn is your weaknesses, things to do better. One of the things that I've learned over the last few years is how wonderful the community is, sharing plants back and forth. Out of this plant right here, there's no telling how many starts I made and shared with people all across the state of Alabama, Tennessee, different places. I've shared those out and many other plants that people have grown from the cuttings and everything. And just like the people that have shared with me, I've grown them and they've come to me and said, have you got any more of this? I said, yes, I have. I said, well, all mine's dead. I'm like, oh no, what happened? And they had something happen, just like I've got something happening here. But that's what we do. If you're sharing, getting to know people, you share back and forth, you become friends, the gardening community, and any other community really. I know we take a lot of pride in how wonderful each of our communities are, but we reach out to one another and then those hands reach back to us. I guess there's something I'm trying to say in that. But yeah, using your car as an emergency greenhouse, that works. But it doesn't work if it's tropical stuff. Oh, yeah, so another lesson learned, brought to you by 2020. And now it's cold. I'm cold. I'm going to run back in the house and warm up my hands and then probably get to doing some of this out here and bringing some more plants in. So I'll see you next time. Y'all stay warm. Stay warm.